good morning, good morning. Hey, want to bring a video to you. So you always see a lot of people talking about the big money you can make in real estate, all the opportunities you have to sell homes, make leads, different things like that, flipping homes, whatever the case may be. So I want to bring you some of the horror stories that I experienced in my first year. So they're not life-threatening, they're not, well, one kind of, but you can still make it through real estate. So there's always good and bad, but I just want to bring the good, the bad, the ugly, the fun times, whatever the case may be. I want to bring that to you guys. So the first one, and again, this is all in my first year, so a recap of the first year. So within the first year of doing real estate, I started in July of 2017, and actually I want to say November or December, I was working on two clients. One, I closed that deal. The second client, I started closing the deal somewhat. And when I say somewhat, we put in a contract like one or two times, and I thought it was going to go all the way through, and then they just didn't want it for whatever reason. So through the contract, we were able to get out for certain reasons or whatever after the inspections and whatnot. But one of the things that I did do, and I was brand new to the business, so one of the contracts we put down, I actually paid for their inspection because I thought we were 100% going to get this deal. So I paid $325 for the inspection, but trust and believe, I questioned over and over and over, like, whether we were going to do this deal or not, and they confirmed every single time, like, we really want this house. I'm not kidding. We really want it. And I said, all right, cool. So I said, you know, they don't, the seller doesn't pay for your inspection. You pay for that. So I went ahead and paid for it because I'm thinking money. This is why you don't go for money. You just have standards and morals, and you stick to it, period. You don't put your money on the line unless that's something that you typically do. But you let them know, hey, this is something that you have to pay for, and if you're starting to see signs of they don't want to even pay for that, then this might be a good sign that you want to back out of that. But of course, me in my first year, I didn't think of that. I didn't know what to do. So I paid for it, and I'm not kidding. 5 minutes after I paid for this bad boy and they get the dang report, they canceled. They didn't want to do the deal anymore. So I said, it doesn't matter. I don't care. I'll still get them another deal. I just won't pay for the inspections anymore. I'm $325 out. It is what it is. Learning experience, and I thought, hey, we're going to move on and still make them a deal, because the end result is they want a home, so I was going to do it. Well, next thing you know, I'm sitting at home. This is probably about a week later, if that, and I get an email from a new build, and my client went to the new build on their own. Well, if you're brand new to real estate, your clients need to go with you every single time they go to any kind of new build or home or anything, open house. They need to be with you, or you need to go prior and sign them in. If you don't do that, then you can lose out on commission, and whoever the new build is, they're going to gain that commission or become that realtor. And there's a lot of different legalities and things like that in there. But my client kept going to these new builds even after I told them, because it was a couple, not to do that. You know, I would go with them, and I'd be available anytime they need or want it. And they chose to go on their own. So I got this email one night saying, hey, you know, sign the paperwork. We understand that you're the realtor. You weren't there, but it's okay. We'll let you get it. Well, then I get another email probably 15-20 minutes after that. I didn't sign the paperwork yet because I'm thinking, like, I didn't even go with you, but okay, let me just talk to my client, figure out what's going on. And the other email also says, you know, the client wants to get this new build also in a whole nother area. So it's two different areas, but the client literally gave them a check for both locations. Well, at this time, I severely panicked. I'm thinking, like, what the heck? Well, to add on to that, I actually put in a contract for another home for them. And it wasn't a new build, but I put in a contract, and they were on the verge of accepting the contract. We were doing that whole back and forth process, and If they would have accepted it, then we would have, you know, had to put the earnest money, and it would have started moving forward, is what I'm saying. But this would have been 3 contracts, so I panicked, tried to call my broker. She was just busy at the time. It was around dinner time, so I wasn't upset, but I was still panicking. So I felt like that was the most important thing in life. So she needs to answer the phone just for me. I don't care about everybody else. I don't care if she was praying or anything. I was like, please answer the phone because I'm panicking. But she didn't answer. So I went ahead and called a friend of mine that I work with, and I gave the scenario, trying to figure out what do I need to do. And she was saying the same thing. It's like, call your broker. They're going to have to explain what needs to happen. And then she advised, like, maybe it's best that you just let the individual go. Of course, I didn't want to do that. So shortly after, my broker calls, and I get to talk to her, and she tells me the exact same thing, but gives me the reason why and all the different things. The things that your broker is supposed to do. So if you're brand new and you're working with the broker and they don't do those little heart-to-heart talks and tell you, hey man, you're screwing up, or whatever the case may be, or let me help you, there's already a sign again that there's some problems, and you might want to either talk to them and try to get some of those questions answered, or some training, or you want to go to another brokerage. But with mine, I mean, she's amazing. So she helped me out, calmed me down, and she said, Darrell, you might want to back out of this thing 100%. Of course I didn't. Let me fix the camera. Of course I didn't back out of it. I said I could fix it. I thought I was like the guru, I could fix everything. You can't. So anyway, end result is they just stopped talking to me, but it's not because of anything I did, but she was an individual that went through multiple lenders because she didn't like what she heard, which is okay, you can do that. But we were going through deals, like completely almost through you know, some deals, and then boom, things weren't working out, you know. So we went through like 5 or 6 lenders just because they wouldn't respond within a certain hour or whatever. So that was one nightmare. The second one was working with a friend, and this is somebody I work with, and I won't say where, but I worked with them before, and they were going through a divorce, and I was just here to be a realtor, and it doesn't matter to me whether you're going through a divorce or not. It's good to share some of the story of why you're, you know, looking for a place, but this one just happened to be a divorce, so I'm still going to help them the same way anyway. And it was a female that I was helping, but I'm still going to help them anyway. And I go to try to help. This is like in January time frame now, so this is after the November. January time frame is here. I'm trying to help them find a place, and the husband starts calling me, you know, threatening me, saying he's going to fight me. I need to, you know, back down and all kinds of other things and not help. But I'm a realtor and I'm here to help, you know. So they reached out to me, and that's all I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to do anything further than that. My wife knew the person. They actually came over for haircuts. I was cutting their kids' hair, so I don't have any problem. Even the husband was at my house before, so I don't have any problem with them. And anyway, the whole thing, you know, just pans out to where he's threatening me and threatening other people and all this other stuff. I'm still trying to find her a place. We found something, she applies, and then her credit wasn't where it needed to be, so she had to wait. Luckily there was, you know, that that time that she was able to stay with her husband and you know, work things out for that time period. But you know, fast forward a couple months. Matter of fact, I want to say, what are we in? July, June? It was in May. May she comes back, April, May, and I have to, you know, help her find a place again, because now it's just not going to work. They tried, it's not working. That's okay. So now I jump back into my realtor hat, and I try to find her places. Well, the thing is, I work full time, okay? So I work 7:30 to 4, and then I get off, and then I work as a realtor. A lot of times I'll take off though, and I'll go do real estate during the day. But this time it was just after, because they also have the same schedule. So we were going around 6 o'clock, in between 6 and 8 o'clock, to go look at some homes. And the husband wasn't liking that. You know, you're going to divorce your wife, or your wife's divorcing you, and that person's going out between 6 and 8. this individual ended up calling me and saying, hey, happy hour is around that time, what are you doing? Well, I don't drink, so I have no clue when happy hour is, so I don't know what the heck he was talking about. But I say it to my wife. My wife is laughing like that's the wrong time for happy hour, but whatever. And I said, well, okay, that's kind of funny. So I didn't think nothing of it. Me and my wife go out one night, and I'm still trying to help this individual. It took probably about a month and a half to find her something, because everything kept falling through. It just is between her and another person, and the other person always got the home. It's just the nature of the beast, the way the business goes. But we kept looking, and well, me and my wife go out one night, and we're having a great time, and then we come home at 2 o'clock in the morning, and this guy is threatening me like, I'm coming to your house, I'm gonna beat the crap out of you, whatever, let's go fight, let's man to man, all this other silly crap that I can care less about. I'm a realtor, so I kept it professional the whole time until that day. He just kept like coming at me over and over and over, and it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm trying to just enjoy the time I have away from kids. I want to spend time with my wife and friends, and that's what we were trying to do. So he's threatening me, so I texted him and I said, man, look, this is what it is. We're here as friends. I said, I don't really know you as well as I know her, but I'm a realtor and that's what I do. Well, he didn't care. Ends up calling me the next day, threatening me again. So I tell her, tell his wife, who's soon to be the ex, but I tell her, this guy is threatening me. He's freaking crazy, and what's the deal? Well, what ends up happening is she has to talk to him and threaten him a little bit and say she's gonna call the police. And the guy calls me, not kidding, probably about 30 minutes later, trying to apologize, but he's like, I'm a man and I'm gonna come to you like a man, and this is what we do. So what I'm doing is trying to tell you all these stories because this really happens, man. This is real estate. You never know what the heck you're gonna get, but these two situations happen to me, and I'm like the coolest dude. I don't try to pick a fight. I don't want any issues. I don't want anything. I just want to be safe. But really, one of the locations that we went to, and she didn't even get a chance to tell me, he drove her there because they were on their way to a counseling for him, not for the couple, but for him. But he wanted her to go. So she drove him to the home showing that I was at, and I look in the rearview mirror and I see her get out of the right side, and I'm kind of looking like, wait a minute, why are you in that side, So I'm trying to reach for my pistol, trying to make sure we're okay. This is the stuff that you got to think about. The whole situation, we were fine though. He just got out and apologized and whatnot, but you got to make sure you're safe. You got to make sure you're comfortable with certain situations. Those situations I hope don't happen to you ever. Actually, I don't care about the first year. I don't want it to happen ever, and I don't want it to happen to me ever again. But again, if it happens, I'm going to share my story with you guys, man. I'm going on year number 2. I'm enjoying it. It's fun. Just wanted to go show some more houses the other day. Nothing bad about that one, but I'm glad to share the story with you, man. If you guys like this stuff, just hit the like button, subscribe, just keep watching. I'm going to try to do some more. I got another one actually coming for you guys. I just need to formulate how I'm going to do it for you, but it's about meeting with my CEO in a group. I didn't meet with him individually, but he runs California, Nevada, and here. So just that meeting was positive. I love it, and just some of the things that he brought to us, I want to be able to share that with you guys. So stay tuned.